From the campaign trail to the New York criminal courtroom, Michael Cohen wrapped up his Trump testimony today, while over the weekend, President Biden and former President Trump both made campaign appeals to black voters.
Because of your vote, it's the only reason I'm standing here as President of the United States of America, period.
We're doing record numbers with the African-American voters.
With that first debate scheduled for just a little over a month from now, we've got new CBS News polling that's offering a warning to the Biden campaign in Arizona and Florida. CBS News pollster Anthony Salvanto will join us ahead with those new numbers. Our Aaron Navarro is also in Detroit tonight with more on President Biden's campaign. But for now, we'll start with our Errol Barnett, who's outside the Trump criminal courtroom in Lower Manhattan. Errol, good to see you. So we understand that there was some big moments at the end of the day today. The courtroom was apparently cleared out momentarily during a particularly tense exchange. Tell us what happened.
Hey there, CHB. Always great to see you. Yes, today ends with real friction in the courtroom between the judge and one of the defense's first witnesses in Robert Costello. Now, Michael Cohen has concluded his testimony. The prosecution has rested their case, but the defense now has the opportunity to bring forward witnesses to poke holes in Cohen's credibility. Robert Costello is a Trump-linked lawyer who had contact with Cohen in 2018, around the time Cohen was being investigated by the FBI for his role in that so-called hush money scheme. And while initially the judge wasn't aware that this would be called as a witness because Costello wasn't on the initial witness list, the defense wanted to wait and see what Cohen would say before bringing him forward. So the judge had to first take time to decide if he could testify. He then said Costello could testify, but only under a limited scope. And so when the defense was asking him questions, the prosecution would object, and Costello would continue to give his answer. This happened again and again. At certain points, he made noises and kind of, sucked his teeth at these objections, and himself saying, "Go ahead and strike what I said." The judge then cleared the jury out of the courtroom and said to this witness, if you don't like my ruling, you don't say geez, you don't say strike it. I am the only one who can strike testimony in court. If you don't like my ruling, you don't give me side eye and you don't roll your eyes. Do you understand that? The judge raises his voice. Do you understand that? At which point the witness then stared the judge down. At that point, Judge Merchant said, clear the courtroom. Reporters in there and the general public had to leave before likely he dressed down the witness again before calling everyone back in and continuing testimony. It's never a good look when a jury sees that type of tension between the judge and a witness, and it likely muddies this witness testimony as the defense tries to poke holes in everything that Michael Cohen has laid out. So the day not ending without some quite dramatic moments that legal experts say they've really not seen anything like it.
Yeah, Errol, that's fascinating. And as we say time and time again on this show, we don't have video in the courtroom. It's not allowed. So having your recollection, your retelling of what happened in there is so critical. I do want to ask about Michael Cohen. The prosecution, of course, rested today after his testimony wrapped up. He's, of course, Trump's former lawyer, kind of a central witness in this case. What did he reveal on the stand today?
Well, Cohen's testimony has essentially tied Donald Trump directly to, first, the instruction and the scheme to pay off Stormy Daniels with $130,000 so she wouldn't publicize her story of the alleged sexual encounter before the 2016 election. And Cohen then also laid out the scheme after the 2016 election by Donald Trump and his associates in the White House to pay Cohen back. Those repayments are the 34 felony counts. That's what it's all based on. And so the defense tried to poke holes in his motivations, his admissions of theft and guilt previously, so that it waters down his position. Closing arguments could take place just after Memorial Day weekend, Tuesday of next week. So we are now in the final home stretch, and it just depends on what these 12 jurors think of everything they've seen and heard so far.
A trial unlike any other, potentially winding down soon. Errol Barnett outside the courthouse for us. We appreciate it. Thank you.